Hey everyone, it's Harlan Kilstein, and I'm traveling, and somehow, in translation, one of the videos that I had recorded was lost, so we're using the portable video in the Mac, and the lighting here is less than perfect, so I hope you'll learn something. You can't even see my hand gestures because the camera's so small. What I'd like to do is talk to you about hypnosis. What is hypnosis, what hypnosis isn't, and why even talk about hypnosis. First, trance is a naturally occurring state. People go in and out of trance all the time. We have examples, countless examples of this. People going in trance while they're driving on a highway. It's called highway hypnosis, where you get on a highway and you drive for a while, you lose track of the exits that you've passed. You see your exit and you get off your exit, but what happened to the exits in between? This is a universal trance. I've alluded to other trances that you see people in when they're in their supermarket trance, and people just walking along, bopping to the music in their cart. You could pour ketchup bottles all over their shoes, and they wouldn't know because they're in a trance. And there are all kinds of other trances that go on. The waiting in line at the movie trance, and so forth. The sitting in traffic trance. Trance is a naturally occurring state. Just because someone is in trance, that's not a big deal because people go in and out of trance. The question is whether you can utilize trance, whether you can use trance to help someone or not. Let's talk about what hypnosis is not. The stuff that you see occurring on stages where people get up and bark like a chicken or run around and act like a total idiot or think that they're naked or the whole audience is naked is not legitimate hypnosis. It's stage hypnosis. The people who appear up on stage are carefully selected, not because they're good hypnotic subjects, but because they are the most compliant. To a greater or lesser degree, everyone is hypnotizable. Some people go readily into trance. Some people it takes a little bit more work. There are some people who believe that they can't be hypnotized. Well, I don't believe that. I've never met anyone who couldn't be hypnotized unless they didn't want to be. And frankly, the people who come up to me and say, I can't be hypnotized, I say, well, good for you. Congratulations. You've just missed out on one of the possibly most enriching experiences of your life. Because that's what hypnosis is. So, what I'd like to share with you is be on the lookout for trance. What happens in trance? First of all, it may happen or may not happen that the eyes close. Okay? The eyes may flutter. The muscles in the face flatten out. Sometimes the lips flatten. The head moves forward a little bit. Okay? And very, very important, the breathing deepens. Now, if you see a whole bunch of these things going on, the person is going into and out of a trance state. In that trance state, a person is highly suggestible, meaning if a suggestion agrees with them, they'll be pretty likely to carry it out. On the other hand, if the suggestion, and they're not playing stage hypnosis, if the suggestion is something kind of stupid, they'll just ignore it, they won't hear it, they may get annoyed, they may arise from trance, just really upset at you for playing. So be very careful before you do that. What else should you know about hypnosis? Getting people into hypnosis isn't such a big deal. Getting people out of hypnosis is not such a big deal. But what you do with the people in hypnosis is a big deal. And that's where the artistry, that's where the mastery really comes in. we're going to discuss in days to come getting people into hypnosis, getting people out of hypnosis. But for now, I'd like you to your homework assignment is to pay attention to the ongoing trances that you do see, the ones that you see every day in the supermarket, the ones that you see every day in elevators around the country where people have their eyes up looking at the numbers and they're in their elevator trance. I'd like your opinion. What kind of trances do you notice? Tell me about them. Share them. And I think learning hypnosis was one of the greatest skills that I could have ever learned, because there have just been so many people that I've been able to help. A couple of things. Number one, people tell me that hypnosis is of the devil. Okay, so you've proven you're an idiot. Okay, hypnosis is not of the devil. There are people doing hypnosis of every religion. No one controls anyone else in hypnosis. If you think that, you're as big of an idiot as the person who thinks that it's of the devil. I've had people contact me and tell me that they were hypnotized years ago and that they were put under someone's spell. When I hear this, I know that there's other stuff going on. There are no spells. There is no control. No matter what you hear, no matter who tells it to you, nothing can be done in hypnosis against your will. And there have been dozens and dozens of studies of hypnosis. No one has ever been able to produce a single instance of someone doing something against their own free will. Now, there are all kinds of stories about the CIA and so forth. I kind of doubt these stories. I've read a bunch of them. Spare me, I've heard of them. But these are anecdotes that were recovered in hypnosis. And as anybody knows, this kind of information is sometimes called a confabulation, meaning that the information was suggested to them and it may not be accurate. Well, that's what I want you to think about today. Everybody have a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow. But go look for people who are in trance. That's it. Bye.